All right, we're back with another dyno video. This one's a little bit different. We're just going to add to the catalog on the channel. This is basically everything from IE's catalog. So this is their turbo kits, the PMAX. So this is a MK7 GLI. It has integrated engineering's downpipe, intercooler, intake, their PMAX. We're doing the fueling kit. We're going to put ethanol in it. And then we're going to chuck it on the dyno and see what kind of power it makes. I've never dynoed this turbo setup. I've done the PMAX stage 2, which is the larger one. This is the 2260. But I've never done one of these, and I've never dynoed this complete package with IE before. So it'll be a good comparison to all the other ones that we have on the channel. So we have a few things to do to it. We'll show you a bunch of B-roll. It's a very clean car. And see what kind of power it makes as well. Okay, so we're going to do an E30 blend on this. We've already flashed the flex fuel IE file on it, and the customer is providing his own fuel. So this is Ignite E85. We used to run this yellow. I think we used to run the red in the drag car before, but we're going to blend it up to try to hit around the E30 mark. And then we'll run it on the dyno. She's ready to go. All right, so it's time to see what this thing can do. So we did the fueling upgrade, basically switching it over to flex fuel, added the ethanol sensor, wired it into the ECU. Don't think we captured too much of that through video. Did a small changes to his exhaust, just cutting out some reducers that were in there just to make it 3-inch all the way back. It is a integrated engineering downpipe, I think I mentioned. I believe it's a new speed catback exhaust. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is. And basically all the other integrated engineering parts, intake, intercooler, high pressure fuel pump, the flex fuel kit, and their software. So with their stage 3 PMAX, which is a Garrett GT2260S, if memory serves me correctly. If not, I'll put it down in the description below. I haven't done one of these like this with IE software, so it's going to be curious to see how it does. It does have E30 in it. So we did a little blend. It runs 91 octane typically. That's what we have here, for those that don't know, because I say it in every video. But we've mixed it up a little bit, so it's running E30 now. So it's been warmed up. It's time to give it some runs on the dyno and see what it can do. Let's do it. So now that we got the app open, we have a couple default gauges just to show timing, wastegate, boost pressure. But here's where we're checking ethanol. As you can see, it's going between 29 and 28. We just put a little bit more ethanol in it, so it should bump it up a little bit more. But now we're ready to run. All right, let's see what it can do. 401,398. So I've seen it had a little bit of correction up top. So we might put a little bit splash more ethanol in it. Still hasn't creeped up to 30% yet. So we'll put a little bit more ethanol in it just to give it every bit of chance it can to make optimal power. All right, we gave the ethanol a little bump. Ready for another run. All right, let's do it. $403.96. Okay, well, it makes over 400. We know that much. We got our bang on E30 now. So we'll probably do one or two more runs just to verify everything. But it's looking good. All right, let's do another run here. Okay, we're going to try a little bit of a run in fifth this time. We'll load it up a little bit more. Ethanol content is literally bang on. It's trickling between E30 and E31. So we nailed it. All right. It's a lot longer in this car than the ours, it seems. Okay, filming. We're finished with the GLI. It did a peak early on. I wanted to do a first couple of runs with it just to make sure everything was happy before we did full pulls. And one of the very first ones we did, it did a high of 406 horsepower, 406 torque. You can see this blue one here, dark blue. The ones following that, which the next one was this red one here, which did 401. Let me see if I can highlight that, hold on. Right up here, I seen it knock just a little tiny bit, which would impact the horsepower. As you can see though, it spools crazy fast. It comes, this is fourth gear and it's coming online at like 3,300 RPM. What this really needs to kind of maximize what it can do is more fuel, really. E30 is helping for sure, but seeing that it's still doing some ignition retard up top just shows that it needs a little bit more octane, which ethanol would help with. So the highest one, 406, good handful of runs over 400 torque, or sorry, 400 horsepower. I will show you a comparison though for those interested next to a Vortex standard, because I'm sure I'm going to get the answer, so pause. Okay, as you can see here, just bringing this up for a comparison, and remember this red one I didn't run all the way out, it just happened to be the one that ended up getting the highest horsepower. Once the engine got more heat soaked and stuff like that, it brought the horsepower down just a little tiny bit. But I'm showing you a comparison. Both of these, this is a Vortex standard, and this is the P-Max Stage 1 is what Garrett calls it. And you can see both of these were done in fourth gear. Both of them were 7-speed transmissions.
DSGs, and you can see how much quicker and how much more torque and horsepower this makes at a lower RPM. So for regular cruising around, the smaller turbo, obviously we're talking 100 torque here at 3,300 RPM. It makes a big difference that way. However, the Vortex standard did over 400 on pump gas. So there's a sacrifice to be paid when you're dealing with a smaller turbo that spools quicker, boost levels, all that sort of stuff. This one also had map sensors, so it was running a little bit more boost. But fuel is the limiting thing. You start going smaller turbo, it will spool quicker, but it takes more to make more power, more octane. So I think that's going to wrap it up for this one. It's a little bit different. It's a very, very clean car. If you guys have any questions or comments about this car or any of the other projects on our channel, ask below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.